What's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today as we're back for some more MLB The Show. And this is Road to the Show with Theo Bonds as we're back here for episode 244 today. And we're going to finish off the first half of the regular season here on the road. And that will start off here in Miami as we're taking on the Miami Marlins. There you see 9.5 games back of us. They are currently on a 2-game winning streak, just like we are. But right now, they're not playing so well here in the last 10 games. They are 4-6, and we're at 5-5. So as you take a look here at the lineup there, you got Carlos Stanton as we've seen him play last time when they were on the road at our house. Now we're going to be there at their house, and we'll try to see if we can continue this run that we've been on with Bonds, as Bonds had a field day against them, I believe in the last episode, where he had a grand total of 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and scored 4 runs in those 3 games there, especially in the opening game of that series where he won 4-3. Bonds had 2 home runs, his 39th and 40th. Currently, right now, he has 45 home runs for the season, as he, of course, also obviously mollywop the Mets we see in the last episode. So here we are in Miami Stadium. I forgot exactly what their stadium's called here, but nonetheless, we're here in Miami, and we'll see what we can do. And of course, keep that hitting streak that we're going right now that we have. So Bonds up to bat here with 1 on and 1 out. And here's the pitch, 0-1 count. This one's going to drift out to left field. This one should be easily caught there by the left fielder. It is. And that will retire Bonds there in his first at bat. So far, Miami have an upper hand here, getting him to go after that pitch and, of course, keep it in the ballpark. We'll see if they can do that again here in his second at bat here in the first game. As he's 0 for 1. Of course, that fly out there in the first. We'll see if they can, again, keep the ball in the ballpark here with him. See what he can do here. There's 0-2 count. This one's going to be a chopper. They're going down the third base line here. Third baseman can't make a play. And I believe they will call that a hit. Yes, they're going to go ahead and score that a hit. And that hitting streak now reaches now to 18 games. Full count coming up now for Freddie Freeman. As he, of course, walked back in the first inning. And Bonds here are going to take off, and they're going to go ahead and just give Freddie Freeman a free base, as Bonds was, of course, trying to take off and steal. So no stealing there from Bonds, but Freeman is on board, and there are 2 on with nobody out. So Atlanta should take advantage of this, as you got Andrade Simmons now coming up to the bat. As for Miami, well, you're in a bit of a hole right now. As we'll see, Bonds here takes off here. This is going to be hit. That's going to be a base hit for Simmons, and that's going to go ahead and bring in the first run in the ball game. In this one, as Atlanta takes the early lead, 1-0. Top of the 5th coming up here. Atlanta leads it now by 2. We'll see what Bonds can do now coming up. 1-0 counts, and he is going to get underneath this pitch. Easy play there for the first baseman, who makes a good read off of it coming off the bat. And, of course, that'll retire the side. So, do a good job there this time around. Unlike the last time, of course, Bonds got that nice hit there, that infield hit. This time around, he gets the infield hit, but it's going to be hit right up to the first baseman for the easy out. Top of the 7th, 1 on, 2 out here now. We're leading now by 4. And Bonds here rips this one past the infield there. Nice play. Runner should come around here to score. And he does. So that's going to be an RBI single for him. And now it increases the lead now by 5 as Miami really looking like that third place team that they are right now. 2-2 count here on Freddie Freeman. They're going to go ahead and take off here. Can they get Bonds? Yes, they do. Laser-like focus there on that pitch. And that is going to be it for the inning, as you see there. Oh, they pitched out there. They read that one pretty well there off of Bonds, knowing that he's going to take off there. We go ahead and we secure the win here as we win this one here. A final score of 5-0. Bonds 2 for 4 of the ball game with an RBI from him, and of course, great performance there from the rest of the club there. and put another W here and pick up a win here in Miami. As like I said, Miami currently in third place now in the National League East. Of course, you know, we took 2 out of 3 out of that last series there. We're trying to see if we can try to do. Actually, it'd be nice to actually sweep here if we can, but you know, it's baseball. You're probably going to have to give up 1 to get the 2 that you know, to get, or get the series win. So, you know, ideally 3 games, but hey, we'll take, if we can get 2 out of 3 here, which we easily should be able to because we've been dominating them for the most part here this season. So Espinosa will be on the hill here today as he's got 11 starts underneath his belt, 2-3 for the season. ERA just a little over 3, 30 walks and 21 strikeouts, and of course that whip at $1.46. So a pretty decent year for him, but I'm sure he would like to be under 3 there in that ERA. Bonds up to bat here, of course, 18-game winning hitting streak for him. 2 on, nobody out here for Bonds. And we'll see what he can do here as he's got a 40, you know, that 40-plus home runs, of course, 100-plus RBIs for the season here going into the post, or, you know, going to the second half. It's, you know, obviously doing a great job here. That's what you want to see for numbers from a player like him. Freddie Freeman, he's been doing pretty well himself. He's a little over 300 right now, 16 home runs, 48 RBIs. He's got a 6-game hitting streak for himself. And, of course, like I said, I think in the previous episode, this is actually pretty nice because I think Freddie Freeman's actually getting some decent pitches here. In the situation where Bonds is up, you know, he's on board here. As you see, Freeman, well, they go ahead and decide to go ahead and walk him. So, yeah, I'm sure Freeman would like to put the bat, you know, in his, you know, not get the bat taken out of his hands, but at the same time, you know, he's there's been a couple times now he's got some pretty good looks as some pitches, and he's been able to, you know, go yard. As Bonds decides to go yard here on this one, as this one goes high and deep, this one's back, and this one is gone. Home run there from Bonds. That's a 2-run shot from him, as that is home run number 48 for him, or excuse me, number 46 for him. Excuse me, as he will go ahead and put on another, just helps blanket this team here. Take a look at here, this pitch, and yeah, right there in that sweet spot, and just decides, yeah, I'm going to just drive this one as deep as I possibly can, and he's going to hit that one over the wall there, that out-of-town scoreboard over there, to help increase the lead. And as you see Stewart there, he knew that was not the pitch he should be given to a man like Bonds. Top of the third coming up. And we'll see a 3-1 count. That's going to be on Bonds as he's going to be walked. And now Freddie Freeman will have a chance now to do something here as the bases are loaded. It's 9-0 here in the top of the 9th. As you see Miami having a little bit of a powwow here there at the mound, trying to figure out how they can stop this. Well, they didn't stop it because now it's 13-0 here in the top of the 5th. There you see 1 for 2. And having a pretty decent series right now with Miami, as Atlanta first baseman here swings and miss, or should say the third baseman will swing and miss, as Zambrano able to get retired Bonds, as the third baseman there just goes for a big whiff. And you know, so far Miami just making it worse here, as now they're down by 16 here in the top of the 6th. 1 on and nobody out. That's going to be a dribble there. This could be a force out there at second. It is. And it turns to a double play as Bonds was trying to hustle down the first base line. But he will get taken out there. Good play there from the defense, who does a great job there of making sure that ball stays in bounds. Or I should say stay in the infield there. Because it looked like it had enough there just kind of rip through the infield and bring that runner home. 1 for 2 now, or I should say 1 for 4 now for Bonds, as he had a 2-run shot earlier. Now we'll see what he can do here with bases empty, nobody out, up by 19, and he goes chasing there on that slider, as Rios does a great job there retiring Bonds at the at-bat. Top of the 9th now. Miami is able to finally score a run, but too little too late as we go to the top of the 9th here. 2 out, or excuse me, 1 out and 2 on. And that ball's here is going to be trying to turn into a double play, and Bond's going to get there on time as they get the force up at second. but that's not going to stop him here. No run comes across. I'm sure they're probably thankful for that, but they do try their best to break out the value play. But you get one out here, as they're suffering here in this inning. So Freddie Freeman up to bat next here. Runners on the corners. Full count for Freddie. He's looking to try to move Bonds over. Freddie's going to be taking a big whiff there. Giving a little bit of a breeze there to the people behind home plate. That is going to be out, and that'll be it for the inning. As Miami has a mountain to climb here to get back in this one. Go to the bottom of the ninth here, and this is pretty much the last remnants of this one. As we'll see what they'll do. Bond's going to be smart here, try to play on the line. Not let nothing get through here. And, of course, force out any base here will do wonders for them, as he'll go ahead, bare arm that one to first. A great play, and that will end the ball game. Nice job there for the Braves as they pick up the second win here today in this series. And they'll win this one huge, 22-1. I was not expecting that at all. Bonds 1 for 6 in the ball game. 1 home run, his 46th of the season. 2 RBIs and 3 runs scored there for him. You know, he's on the base pass there quite a bit. You know, not maybe too productive with the bat per se, because he did only get on the base 1 time. But for the most part there, when he was on base, outrunning the throw or getting walked, or in this situation, I don't think he got walked, but when he was on board, he was able to bring, get himself, score runs or drive in runs. So did a great job there today. Of course, I'm sure, they would like to see him be at least 3 for 6 or 4 for 6 in a situation like that, in a big game like that. So Mike Meyer on the hill there for us, as Atlanta's going to finish off this series here with Miami at Marlins Park here in South Beach. And we'll try to see if we can, of course, try to finish this one all right. I believe this is 4th of July weekend. I think that's where they're wearing those red caps with the American flag in the logo there. So we'll see if we can try to pull off the clean, try to get a clean sweep here and try to get a victory here in this series on this 4th of July weekend. 19-game hitting streak for Bonds. Again, that modest hitting streak is still with us. We'll see what he can do here with nobody on and 2 out. And Bonds here gets underneath this one, and the first baseman is calling everybody off as he has a better look at it, and he does get this one, as that will, of course, retire Bonds and the side. As we go now to the top of the 4th, tied up 1-1 here, and we'll see 0-1 count. Bonds here rips this one there. That's going to go into shallow center field. And that one's going to be thrown here as Bonds got to hurt him. Get there. Oh, second. He lollygagged a little too much there. Gets thrown out. Great play there from the center fielder. Take a look at this. Good throw. And not even a bounce. I thought that was going to be a bounce. But yeah, not even a bounce. One little one-hopper. So tied 2-2 here at the top of the 5th. We got runners on second. And we'll see here, Bonds here carries this one out here deep. It's back. It's go to the wall, and that's a home run. Home run number 47 for Bonds. His second home run here in this series, in today's episode. And that's a beautiful 2-shot there for them. That's going to help them, again, increase the lead here. Now 4-2 here in the top of the 5th. Take a look here. And just a great job there of just following all the way through to that baseball and make sure it's getting cleared out of the ballpark. And indeed it is. So we'll go now to the take a look here at the 5th inning, and there you see Bonds looking at his home run that we just seen there. We'll see if we can try to do it again here in the top of the 7th. As it's a 5-2 ball game, so we're looking very good out here on the diamond here today. As Bonds here dribbles this one there, that's going to go to the shortstop, who easily throws out the runner at first. As Bonds tries to do his damnedest to hustle down the field there. Of course, doesn't really have that speed that he had early on in his career. So Carlos standing out to bat here, 22 home runs, 61 RBIs. We'll see what he can do here as he's trying to maybe do a squeeze situation here. But we have the 2 runners on board. One is first and second. And, it's going to be a squeeze play. They're going to turn this one. They're going to try to turn double play. But they're going to hold off and now have runners, I believe, now at the corners. As Bonds was only able to get the force out there at second. But just enough. I guess that was the last out. I wasn't for sure. The way they playing it out there, it seemed like it was going to be out number 2. But they do get the, no, it's a double play. Excuse me. My bad. So it does end the inning. Top of the 9th. Up by a run. 2 on, 2 out. Bonds here hits this one. This one's going to get underneath. A little too much for him as this is going to be a floater out to left field. And that will, again, retire the side. As Braves lead this one by 1, 5-4. And it looks like we're going to pick up the win here. Nice play. As we do win this one, we do hold on to that 1-run lead, 5-4. So 2 for 5 for Bonds. His 47th home run of the season. And of course 2 RBIs there, along with a run. Great performance there from him. And of course from the rest of the squad there. Getting some big at-bats from some other people here in today's game. And, of course, in this series. But take a look here. Freddie Freeman, 2 for 3. Home run, RBI, 2 runs scored. Simmons as well, 2 for 4. No home run there for him, but a double and an RBI. Justin Upton, 1 for 4. Double, RBI, and a run scored. So as we take a look here, the last series that we're going to be in this one, before we get into the All-Star break here, and that is against the Phillies. Now, Phillies lost 3 straight against the Mets, and they are really frustrated here. A lot of, bulletin board talk going into this game here, and the Phillies, of course, would like to take us out to the woodshed here. But right now, they're 16.5 games back of the division, so I think if anybody's going to go to the woodshed and do some whipping, it's going to be us, as the Phillies are 2-8 here in the last 10 games. And of course, take a look at some of their top players there. Dalton, Presley, 84 overall, left and right fielder is a secondary from the state of Georgia. And it looks like he's one of those pretty good players they've drafted here in the last couple of seasons. And of course, take a look here. I had some other high potential players on their team that are doing very well for them, but not enough to get them, up to where we're at right now. At least for the time being. If they, if they can turn things around here, you still have it. When you're near the All-Star break and I would even say 20 games back, you still have some time to try to get yourselves, in a situation where if you may not necessarily get to the division, but maybe a playoff spot, wild card spot of some sort. As we take a look here at the pitching rotation, and of course the bullpen back here in Philly, as Phil's trying to see if they can get any ground here against us here today in the division. And of course, we'll see what Kirby Carmichael can do. 13 starts so far for him, 2-5 for the season, and his ERA is way up there. He has not been doing quite too well there, and his WHIP at 170 there. He could definitely have a tough time here against Bonds in just today's game alone. So the runners on first and second, nobody out. And now with a 2-2 pitch coming up here, we'll see what Bonds can do, as he will, for whatever reason, he goes chasing there on that changeup. That was nowhere near him, or no chance of him even, even if he wanted to try to extend to it, he couldn't. Top of the third, and the ball is going to be dropped there, as that's going to be a strikeout. Second strikeout now from Carmichael on to Bonds, as Bonds here, he's seen that a little, he just went way too soon there on that one. As you take a look at the replay there. Top of the fifth, tied 1-1. And Bonds here gets a hold of the pitch here. He recognized that one there and did a great job getting himself a nice double there. So tied up 1-1. Phillies would probably love to see if they can keep Bonds at second. Of course, that's his 21st hit of the season, or 21 game hitting streak there. Keeping that alive. As we'll see a play there in the infield. And that is it for the inning. It's Phillies able to hold on to a run there. We'll see how, see if we can try to get anything going here for ourselves, as we now have 1 out and 2 on. And Bonds, of course, has a runner in scoring position. And of course, this will be a great opportunity for him to show what he can do with his bat here in front of these Phillies fans. I'm sure they've seen him on highlight reels here, but seeing the real thing here, I'd probably be a change their story. As, Bonds, what was you going there for? What pitch was that? Because that was not pretty at all. As the Phillies get the win. Yeah, Phillies pick up a victory here. They take game 1 of this series, shockingly enough, as becomes a 2-1 loss there for us. 1 for 3 for Bonds, 3 strikeouts and a double. I'm really hoping, we had those really nice games. I'm hoping this is not the series that we turn things around and we start doing poorly going into the All-Star break. Hopefully we can keep things going and keep things moving and grooving as we get to the second half here, because Bonds is kind of known for having those little second half slumps that he gets into from time to time. We'll see if we can change that around. So now we get to, I believe, the second game of a 3-game set here. As you see, Philly fans, Phillies want to get loud, and here they go, coming out to the ballpark here. A beautiful day here in the south side of Philadelphia, as the Phil's ready to go. Steve Sailor, there 19 starts, 5 and 7 for him for the season. We'll see what he can do against Bonds. As there you see Bonds' numbers again, to have some really great numbers there. Of course, a candidate for Triple Crown. 1 for 2 here, and there's a bat, 1 out, and that's going to be a swing and a miss there on that changeup. As he'll have to go grab some pine now, and maybe take a closer look here while Freddie's up here to see what exactly he missed out on that pitch. As that one just a little too late for him. It's just right near him. Or a little, not near for him, but a little short of what he needs to try to get to, of trying to get a hit there. So we'll see. Running this one there, that's going to be an out there, as they do a great job there from defensively there from Joy on to Bonds. Bonds now has 2 on, 2 out, and it's a 2-1 ball game. And swinging there, that's going to go to third baseman. He's going to get the force out there at second, and that's going to retire the side. 2-1 here in Philly as we go to the now top of the 7th. So still 2-1 ball game, top of the 7th, 2 on, 2 out. And we'll see a hit here. This one's going to drop down, as that's going to go drop near the out-of-town scoreboard. And we'll see Bonds here. Maybe no, he's going to go ahead and stick with 2. Not going to chance it, as the lead runner is at third right now. And they're over there waving to him to stop. Great hit there from Bonds. As we'll see Atlanta, they pick up another victory here. Woo! Getting good. And that's what I see these victories that we're getting right now, and just start to, get a body of work here for ourselves, and of course get into the playoffs. But we get the second win, and that's a great win for us. It becomes a 2-1 win, or excuse me, 3-1 win, as Phillies here. Kind of a little dumbfounded of how this worked out here. They thought maybe they had us on the ropes there in that first game. Well, they were wrong, dead wrong. So 1 for 4 for Bonds, double and RBI. Now we go to the third and final game here in today's episode, as Bonds and the rest of the Braves come out here with a 54-34 record. And of course, it should be a good one here, as both teams are looking to try to see if they get a victory here. And of course, try to go into the second half with some momentum on their side. As we go now to the top of the first, as you see the hitting streak still alive for Bonds. 402, 47 home runs, 190 RBIs, and of course a great OPS there for him at 422. So 1 on, 1 out, 1 on count here coming up for Bonds. And so that one's going to hit down the right field line, and that should be good enough for a double. And that is exactly what we get. So nice play there from Bonds. Top of the third coming up. 3-2 is your ball game, as he's already hit and singled. And hear the crack of that bat there. Trying to go yard, and he does not. As that's just going to be a simple fly ball. Bonds there, your hits leader right now with 141. The next person next to him is 110. And that's Justin Upton. So he is doing a great job here of getting hits there, and showing with how valuable he is. As we'll see a swing and a miss there. And that is, oh wow, that's on Freeman. You don't see that too often with these, especially with this lineup that we've been working with here in a short time. As Freeman tries to go after one there, but he's going to pay for it. So now, runner on first. And then you see, that's a nice job there of still in the bag. And, of course, getting yourself there safely at second. Nice stolen base there from Bonds. Of course, we got a 1-run lead. No runs ever secure. Top of the third, as that's going to be a quick throw or a quick hit out there to center field. Throw that one off target there. Tempted to run there, but we decided not to. So we'll keep Bonds at second. Nice throw there from Presley. We seen his statistics and stats there early on. So, of course, a former Tiger teammate, and now with Atlanta, Milius, there you see he gets thrown out. And that is going to retire the at-bat. 3-2 is your ball game here. And we'll see if there's any more action here coming up as we go to the top of the fourth. 2 for 2 for Bonds. He has a good hit situation now for himself here. I see he could really crank things up, which I think that's what he's going to try to do. Try to hit a home run or grand slam here. Be helpful and really put some distance between us and the rest of the team. But unfortunately, we end up failing this one here, and that's going to retire the side. So going ready for the top bottom half of the fourth here. Still a 3-2 ball game. Go to the top of the seventh. It's tied 3-all. And Bonds 1 for 2. Hits this one there up the middle. That's going to be a thrown ball to first, as it's a nice 6-3 put out. Top of the ninth, 0-2 count. This one in up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. And, of course, Phillies lead this one by 6 as Bonds is trying to find, ways to... as you see a strikeout there, and I believe that is Freeman, as he is going to be retired there on that one. Simmons up to bat next, 1 for 4. He singled back in the first. He's 2 for 12 in this series, so it might be a situation here where we might end up being stranded here. Barnes takes off here. He's going to go. He's going around. And that is it. As that is going to be the ball game. Final score 9-3. We just did not have what we needed there. The Phillies just played a better game than us. And I don't get it. So unfortunately, we don't win the series. We cannot get that momentum on our side. But hey, we have the division lead right now. And if we can continue, if we can build on to what we had the first couple games here in this episode, it's tough, but it happens. But you see 3 for 5 for Bonds, a double, 2 singles there for him, and of course a run as well. It is what it is, and we'll just try to try to get better. Take a look here at some of the box scores there. Oh my goodness, we gave up 6 runs. No wonder. I kept thinking, like, why are they in the lead so quickly? Of course, our bats were quiet for the rest, for the rest of the game, because we scored 3 there in the first, and that hurts. All right, well, that is it for this episode of Road to the Show here with Theo Bonds. As you take a look here, we got the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game coming up. Of course, we'll have the Home Run Derby in its entirety. You guys can check it out. And then we'll be back with the Home Run or the All-Star Game. And, of course, the first 2, maybe first series or first 2 series of the season in the second half there with Washington and the Dodgers. Possibly in episode, that should be episode 246. So stay tuned for that, you guys, and more here on the channel. Hope you guys enjoying this series. It's been a lot of fun playing, and of course, baseball in real life has been really exciting this year. And so it's always one of those times of years I'm kind of sad because baseball's going away. But virtually, we still play year round, which is awesome. But we'll see more of Theo Bonds here coming up very, very soon. So, again, you guys, if you liked today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't been new. Hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series on the channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And, of course, check us out over on Twitch. We do live stream on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Central. Always a good time, always having fun, and it's just a chill environment. But, again, guys, thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for more here on ESGNet. And of course, go check us out our other Road Show's character, Alex Humberto, over on ESGNet Plus LP. It's kind of cooking over there as well. So, but again, thank you guys for watching. As always, I will see you guys next time.